Good morning, my lovelies. It is Tuesday, I believe the 16th of July, though I could definitely be wrong. It is about, goodness, 9:30 in the morning, give or take. So I have some fabulous news and some crappy news. And the crappy news is causing me to not think that life is lovely. So let's start with the good news. Ta-da! I got my beautiful ball canning book. It is filled with the most gorgeous recipes. It has your standards, right? Your good old, plain Jane stuff that we all make. And then it's got some really fantastic recipes, or not recipes, jam canning recipes and things like that of flavors you would never think to put together. It's just beautiful. We are going to can out of this all season long. Now, you will remember that I got peaches at the well. And I was so excited because I was going to come home and I was going to make peach jam. I was going to make peach salsa. I was going to make sliced peaches for pies. I was going to go to town, but my peaches weren't ripe, remember? Well, they are ripe now and they smell delicious. So I sat this morning drinking my coffee and reading my cookbook because I just opened it up this morning. And we have a problem. Let me show you. We have a big problem, friends. A problem that is giving me some grief. All right, what color is that? Is that a white peach or is that a yellow peach? I don't know. But if it's a white peach, it cannot safely be canned. There is something about the acidity in white peaches that they have not been able to find a method that safely cans them. Every recipe, and you know that I am a big believer in ball, right? Every recipe in the ball canning book says it has peaches in it. Do not use white peaches. So I Googled it this morning, and sure enough, white peaches do not have enough acidity to be safely canned. You cannot can them. So now, Mommy has 3 cases of white peaches. And my only option is to see if I can juice them for juice, which I'm about to do. Or, that's option 1. I don't have enough freezer space to hold the juice from 3 cases. So, there's going to be some chicken feeding. The second choice is to freeze them and make, pies and whatnot in the fall. And I have a little bit of freezer room for that. But again, if I juice, I can't snap my fingers and magically make freezer space become available. And the third choice is to feed them to my chickens. At a certain point, I just, can't. Now, I think Addie will give another case to Ghanem this morning. Maybe his family can eat them up. Let's see. I don't even know. Let's taste one. They taste pretty good. Well, let's see if we can juice them. Now, I'm not going to juice online for you. I'll come back and show you if I'm able to get peach juice, and we'll see what we can do. So, 3 stinking cases, and I'm not able to can them. Yeah. All right, I'll talk to you later. Okay, this very challenging this morning. And I do not do drugs, so that is not an option. I rarely drink, so that is not an option. My only option is to power through. So here is empty case number 1. Okay. The peaches do not go through the juicer very well. I don't know if you can see, but this is like an applesauce consistency. This is not juice. And when it comes out the other end, it is the same. Okay. It doesn't thin out and turn into something lovely. Now, I did pour the first bit of juice into some green apple, and it is delicious. But this, trying to juice it, is a pain in the okay? So, what I have decided to do is chunk it up into freezer bags. And I will use these for smoothies. And then it doesn't matter because a smoothie always has some texture to it, and this will be fine. When I get to the end, wherever I say enough is enough, I'm going to feed them to the chickens. You know, you can feel free to write in the comment something about that if you disagree. That's quite all right. That is within the bounds of appropriate commenting. Just, you know, don't do it in a shaming way, because you know me. Girl, don't play those games. So I think that I will make a peach crisp and see if we like that. And if we do, then I'll use it for that too. I have limited freezer space, so there's going to come a point where I don't have enough freezer space to store the peaches, and at that point, they're too ripe to necessarily give out. I can give Ghanem another case, but beyond that, I don't think so. So let me get to it, and when I'm done, I will show you how many bags we were able to preserve, and then we'll make a peach crisp, okay? All right, stay with me, people. It's a challenging day. Girl wants to sit down, drink mimosas, and paint her toenails and her fingernails. That's what girl wants to do. It's not going to happen. Okay, my friends. This girl, I think, is going to be able to save these peaches. So what I did is I brought out my Vitamix. And to my Vitamix, I added a bowl full, almost full, of sliced peaches with the skins on. And I blended those. And then I added the peach apple juice that Addie and I were drinking. And then I added about 3 cups of strawberries and maybe 3 or 4 frozen bananas. And the smoothie is beautiful to look at. And it tastes delicious. It tastes like Orange Julius, except not the orange flavor. I have not been to Orange Julius in 100 years because I don't want to pay $6 for, a juice. But here it is. Let's taste it. It's fantastic. So I'm going to take some to my husband, and if he likes it, I have frozen strawberries and frozen bananas in my freezer. I am just going to make smoothies in a bag because they lay nice and flat. We are going to use these, people. Your girl is not going to give up. The thought of wasting those peaches just, hurts me, hurts my soul. I don't want to do it. Now, I'm not opposed to giving big chunks of peaches to the any peach that gives me grief or has a blemish on it or is mealy when I open it up. Chickens, go for it. You babes give me dozens of eggs a day. So, all right, I think your girl has figured it out. If you want to clap and do a little hula dance for me, that is okay. So if you get something that you're not sure you can use, just breathe. Breathe and think about it, and then see what comes to mind, because often your little brain will give you something like, oh, can I do this? You have limited freezer space. Let's put it in smaller packages and see what we think. Girl's okay with that. Let me show you my counter space. I've got a glorious little mess going on here. And I'm not sure, let me see if I can swing this around. Can you guys see that? I'm not sure. There are some peaches in here that are very questionable. So those I will just throw away because I do not feed my chickens moldy anything. If it's moldy, it goes in the garbage. Now, I'm going to go ahead and process those peaches. And then I'm going to make smoothies. I'm going to pull out my frozen bananas and my strawberries. And I am going to smoothie. And then I'm going to freeze my smoothies. And I can pack it in the freezer in this height instead of this height with peach pieces. Does that make sense? Lordy, lordy, lordy. Lordy. I guess I should just be thankful, right? There are plenty of people out there that would love to have smoothies for the next 3 weeks made with, you know, frozen bananas and strawberries and peaches. And I think that we need to remember that we need to be thankful, right? We need to be thankful for the things in our life. Yes, these peaches are work this morning. Yes, they are. My present self is trying to be happy, but she wants to sit on her butt and make something fun out of her ball cookbook. But that is not going to happen today. What is going to happen today is I'm going to be a good steward of these peaches. And, you know, having this YouTube channel helps me be accountable. So you guys, to you, you guys are the best, all right? You guys are the best. Okay, let me get this underway. Yes. All right, I'll be back. Let me show you my counter space. I've got a glorious little mess going on here. And I'm not sure, let me see if I can swing this around. Can you guys see that? I'm not sure. There are some peaches in here that are very questionable. So those I will just throw away because I do not feed my chickens moldy anything. If it's moldy, it goes in the garbage. Now, I'm going to go ahead and process those peaches. And then I'm going to make smoothies. I'm going to pull out my frozen bananas and my strawberries. And I am going to smoothie. And then I'm going to freeze my smoothies. And I can pack it in the freezer in this height instead of this height with peach pieces. Does that make sense? Lordy, lordy, lordy. Lordy. I guess I should just be thankful, right? There are plenty of people out there that would love to have smoothies for the next 3 weeks made with, you know, frozen bananas and strawberries and peaches. And I think that we need to remember that we need to be thankful, right? We need to be thankful for the things in our life. Yes, these peaches are work this morning. Yes, they are. My present self is trying to be happy, but she wants to sit on her butt and make something fun out of her ball cookbook. But that is not going to happen today. What is going to happen today is I'm going to be a good steward of these peaches. And, you know, having this YouTube channel helps me be accountable. So you guys, to you, you guys are the best, all right? You guys are the best. Okay, let me get this underway. Yes. All right, I'll be back. All right, this is what I'm working on now. I'm making strawberry rhubarb jam, and you can see that I have everything ready to go. Clean measuring cup, clean funnel. I have my apple cider vinegar, my paper towels, my jar grabber. I have my pint jars washed and sterilized. They're just sitting in a half a cup of hot water to keep them nice and warm until my jam is ready. Don't look. Actually, it looks pretty good. Here's my jam. I've already added the sugar, and it's just got to come to a boil for me, and that takes a while. Over here, I have my water bath getting nice and hot right there. And my kitchen's not too bad. I've been keeping up with it. I got some dishes in the sink, and then I've hand washed, and my dishwasher is drying right now. Okay, fighting with the phone. I am in the middle of making strawberry rhubarb jam. My jam is on the stove, coming to a boil. The sugar's been added. You guys have seen me make jam all the time. I have everything on the counter. I believe you will either see that before or after this clip. Who knows? I'm not an editing master. You'll see it when you see it, people. I've got everything prepared. I just want to touch base about the peaches. Now, the peaches were and about 1 and almost 2 cases in, it was enough. The bags, they were sliding off the wax paper. I thought that would be a great idea, but it wasn't. Every time I opened the freezer, they fell to the floor. Not 1, not 2, like 3 or 4. They broke a frozen plastic container that I keep my ice in. And finally, I just said, enough is enough. I have done my best, and these can go to the chickens. So I said to my husband, please, please get these out of my kitchen. I have had enough. Plus, I don't have enough freezer room for any more of those. Now, I will use those and enjoy those, but today, up to here. Want to get the strawberries and the last of my rhubarb out of the refrigerator, or out of the freezer. Plus, I needed room for this, right? So I am making jam, and I will come back and show you the finished jars of jam. I'm expecting 6 or 7 strawberry rhubarb, and then all I have left is some blueberries, but I need pectin. And then I can get the last of the blueberry jam made, and then we are done. Oh my God. And I don't believe I will be picking up fruit for jam unless I can get a box of cling peaches, the yellow ones. It has to be the yellow fruit, not the white. I did not know that until I educated myself today. And then I wanted to kick myself in the booty because I can't use 3 cases of peaches that I can't can and preserve. That's just no way. It was sad. But my chickens love it, so woohoo!